Welcome back to another video. So today I'm taking my first ever law school exam that's graded, and it's for my elements class. We're doing our midterm. It's a little late in the semester, but it's happening today. I'm super duper nervous because it's an exam and it counts towards our grades, counts towards our GPA. This is the type of exam that you can't really study for because you're interpreting statutes. So it's not an exam where you're asked to provide potential claims, list the elements, know your arguments, and the history, common law. It's more so, here's a statute. You have a client that needs to do X, so advise them on what they can do according to the law, but you have to interpret it through different theories. So there's republicanism, pluralism. You have to take into account what community cares about it, whether it's the political community, the public community, the policy community. I'm taking that this afternoon at 2 p.m. I also chose what class I'm going to be taking for next semester. We're still in our doctrinal phase of the whole thing, so I have to take contracts, criminal procedure, constitutional law, and then legal communication and research, but part 2, which is persuasive legal writing. For my 5th class, I'm allowed to choose the elective, and I tried getting into business associations. Everybody says that it's a great class. You know, you learn about businesses and their relationships, but I wasn't able to get in, so I'm on the wait list for that, and I enrolled into trust and estates, which is perfect because I love property either way. So honestly, whatever I end up in, that's just destiny. I'm happy with either outcome at this point, but yeah, this morning I'm gonna go to Starbucks because they have holiday flavors, and I have an exam today, and I'm allowed to treat myself on exam days. But yeah, let's go to Starbucks. I got this drink. It's the caramel brulee iced latte, I believe. Look at the beautiful greenery. This is a really weird place to prop up my phone, but here's the fit of the day. It's a Saturday, by the way. Round long sleeve, cargo pants, Air Forces, and gray sweater. I'm in the bathroom, but basically what I'm gonna be doing is outlining for properties and then reading my casebook for next week for torts. And please ignore my hair. I know it's frizzy. I sprayed dry shampoo all over my hair, and it looks like this now, but we're just vibing. And then I'm gonna get to Starbucks later at some point, so I'll talk to you then. I'm gonna go get something to drink from the vending machine. Probably like, I'm not sure, we'll see what the options are there, but okay. I'm gonna do my best to recap everything I did in the past 2 days because the last 2 videos that I just inserted do not make any sense in my opinion. But let's start with day 1, which was the day of my midterm. I also want to talk about how that went. So that day I came early. I was studying for my midterm, which were the pages that you saw, and I also had a property class at 11 that morning, so I had to prep for that class as well. I go to my property class. I'm focusing. Little did I know it was our last class ever for property. And we had been doing these makeup classes and just stacking on classes, doing double a day for a while now, but I didn't know that the class was gonna end early. I thought it was just because of, I don't know, changes in the curriculum and he had to squish things together. So yeah, I was completely unaware that the class was ending early, and he was like, all right, well, it was a great time teaching you guys. This has been a great semester. And I'm like, what? I was taken aback because I did not think that class was gonna end early, and that's my favorite class of the semester, so it was very sad. So I got that shock right before the midterm for my elements class, and then it was finally time for the exam, which if you don't know how law school exams go, I'll give you a little rundown at how we do it at Miami. There's this software called Exam4, and a lot of different law schools use it actually. You have to download it on your computer the day before the exam or hour or 2 before the exam. Make sure that it's running perfectly so that there are no issues. You log on, you have an anonymous grading number, so no professor knows who turned in what. But yeah, so we have our AGN anonymous grading number. You have to get it off the website, you enter it, you choose if the exam is closed or open book. The little makeshift stand that I made for this little shot that we have going on here keeps tipping over because it's actually just a case book with Windex on top holding my phone up. Let me just run through this quickly. I open the exam. First of all, he gives us an hour to plan out what we're going to write, and then he gives us an extra hour to actually type, but you're restrained to only writing on paper during the first hour. So even if you finish your outline, you finish reading everything, you cannot type until the second hour has started. I liked it because it put us all in the same playing field, but I really didn't like it because I type a lot faster than I write, so I'd rather plan on my computer and then, you know, just copy and paste little things that I wrote. In terms of content, Other classes were given 1 issue for this exam, and we were given 3 issues in the same time period, basically. I'll try to explain it simply, but we were given a statute. We had to analyze what the enacting legislators intended when they wrote that statute about the policy, what the purpose of the statute is that would direct courts today when they're interpreting it. Like I said earlier, analyze the text, the plain meaning, see if there's any absurdity that comes out of reading it, just how it's written, things like that. And there were 3 very complex issues with 3 sub-issues, so I almost ran out of time, and my last answer was pretty weak because I didn't have enough time to really get into what I wanted to talk about. I can't go back. I think that I had good substance for the first 2 questions, and the 3rd one kind of fell short, but I did what I could, and I had never done that before for that class. I'm glad that we were able to experience that before the final exam, because now I know that I need to allocate my time better. Welcome to my kitchen. I've shifted us here because I want to make some coffee, show you my new cups. They're so cute. Yeah, I just want to chill in here, talk about life, be normal for once and not talk about school. So let's get out my cute little cup that I love. I absolutely love. I bought it at Target. It came in a case of 4. It was a little bit expensive. It was $35 for 4 little wine glasses. I don't even use them for wine because I'm not a huge obsessor over wine. I like it sometimes, but I use it for coffee. So this is what she looks like. They're super easy to clean, super beautiful. I'm not even sponsored or anything, and I never will be, but I genuinely love them, and they're from Target, so super accessible. I got my ice, and this is the coffee that I use, by the way. It's blonde roast. You can get this at Publix or Walmart, anywhere, honestly. I also use this Coffee Mate thing, which I forgot what app it is, but apparently this isn't good for you at all. There are better creamer brands. I don't think that's surprising at all, though. I get it in the flavor hazelnut, delicious. Let's see if this turns out aesthetic at all. Kinda works. And then I get my plastic straws, which I know they're bad for you. I need to buy glass straws. The glass straws are very pretty, and they're good for the environment. So, but for now, I'm using this plastic straw. Please do not tear me apart in the comments. I usually tear it apart with a knife, just like this, so that it fits in my wine glass. It's the perfect size. Let's talk about what's going on in my personal life, because I just want to chat. I'm in a chatty mood. Well, first off, my roommates aren't here. They left me. They're still in undergrad, so their break is a week earlier than mine. I still have school this week, but they went back to Chicago, which is where they're originally from, and they left me all alone, and I have to speak to the landlord tomorrow. I love living here, I really do, but this house does have a few issues that we've had to deal with. Starting with the mold issue. There used to be mold in this house, and we were living in here for weeks with mold. We had told the landlord, but he took a while to get it done for whatever reason. That got resolved. They tore down the whole wall and had to fix it and then put up some stuff to cover it up. Oh yeah, the dishwasher just broke. I don't use the dishwasher, but there's actually a little sticker. I'm gonna put it somewhere over here, but there's a little sticker that says like angry dirty dishes that my roommate put on there, because apparently this thing broke. I don't know how it broke, but it broke, so he has to come fix that. Oh yeah, there might be termites. I don't really know where the little spots are, but my roommate said that there are little dots that her friend saw when she had termites, and she sent it in the group chat, so I can also upload that there. That's what's going on in my housing situation. I went over landlord-tenant law in my property class, funnily enough, so I could literally go back and look at Florida statute to see if he's violating any of the statute, but I don't think he is. I just think it's funny that I've read that statute before. I believe that Miami also has an ordinance, so I'd have to look at that. There was a fire in front of my house. Again, I'll insert video picture, whatever. There was a fire in front of my house a few days ago because we had a flash flood warning. I heard booms. I thought something very bad was happening outside of my window, but it was actually just transformers is what I think people call them when the power goes out, and lightning struck a portion of my neighbor's driveway, and it was terrifying. I didn't know it was happening, but when I did find out it was happening, I was like, imagine if nobody figured out that it was happening and it spread to everyone's houses. That's terrifying. But yeah, that happened as well. My passport still hasn't gotten here. Mochi is still thriving. Let me bring him over here so that we can close out the video together, because I wish I had more personal updates, but I just really don't. Say bye, Mochi.
Goodbye.